Hey guys. All right. Hello, everybody. Hey guys. Hey TikTok. Hi YouTube. How's everybody doing today? Alright, so we are doing a little bit of work on the medieval cat dolls. I'm just trying to be quiet. Alright, so I'm going to be finishing off the furring for this guy. So alright, clean it up. We're getting there. Alright, let's do this little cheek over here. Yeah. Hit a good piece. That will fit properly. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome TikTok. Alright. So we're doing a little bit of work on the medieval cat dolls today. Mainly the middle child. Alright. Show that. Alright. So I'm going to try and get as much work on these medieval cat dolls as I can. Don't know if this TikTok is working very well. I might have to restart the TikTok. Hey Leo, how are you? Not too bad. Not too bad. Just trying to get these medieval cat dolls done. Just started the lives. So we've got the overlooked middle child here. Alright. We just need to fill this little gap here. So let's do another little section. And then had to have the bleb in there. It's an integral part. most important part is that little blip. All right, that's got too much glue. I have to get another piece. Let's see. Up there. How's everybody going today on the TikTok and the YouTubes? Hey, thanks for the likes. Much appreciated. So I think for my next set of medieval cats, I'll do another blep one like this, but I'll do it a bit more of an attitude. Okay. Hopefully this isn't too big. All right. I'm really enjoying making these medieval cats, I have to say. There we go, TikTok. Let's get there. And YouTube. It's getting there. Not much more to do. So this one will be blue. So I will be airbrushing it eventually. Let's see. It's a little bit of a finicky process to just get all of this fur on. This faux fur is really soft as well, and it's really hard to work with. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that section first, but it just makes it harder to put this section on here. You know. Oops. All right. Now we need a good chunk along here. So I'm just going to measure about there. Let's go. Hello, bot. Coins flowing. We've got a bot in the chat. Right, just going to halve this. All right. I can't decide which one's my favorite. Just trying to get the glue off my hands. All right. We're on the home stretch here. I'm going to clean up this little area here, blend it in a bit better so it keeps those contour lines. And then we've just got this last bit here to do. Oops, accidentally pulled it off. So chop that off. Hey Ava, I make art dolls. So normally I make like fake taxidermy pieces like this jaguar, but I'm making a bunch of medieval cat dolls. So this is the overlooked middle child. So yeah, doing 3 of them, and I'm just sort of applying some of this fake fur to the head just to cover the sculpted bit, make it more realistic, blend it in, and yeah. So I've got 3 of them on the go at the moment. All right. Thanks for the likes. Oh, that's no problem. Thanks for stopping by. What's going on, Serpent? Come for the medieval cats. Alright. No problem. Well, hi. Alright, now we want to keep this nose. I want to get rid of this little excess off here. Well, hi. Thanks for the likes. Right, I'll just take the tiny bit off the top here, and then should be good to glue the rest down. I do have the hands to do, which I might do after this is dried. So I make art dolls, and I'm currently working on a couple of medieval cats. So I've got 3 of them on the go at the moment, and yeah, this is the overlooked middle child, and I've got one more that I need to fully sew, another one that's half sewn. So we're getting there. Normally I make fake taxidermy pieces like the jaguar, but I decided to do something a little bit different and do some medieval cats. So I've got a pretty kooky one here, but we like kooky, don't we? So I'll have to wait for this to fully dry before I can do any trimming on it. Otherwise it'll sort of ruin the way it's stuck on there. Just trying to keep the contour of the face that I've sculpted. Okay. Oh, and that's actually, I'm got another mini project on the go. I've started sculpting it, but it's my half sculpted lion head. YouTube. Half sculpted lion head. So this one's going to be a male, and yeah, I decided to do like a little open mouth version of it. So it's all sort of sculpted in there. But yeah, that's sort of on the back burner at the moment while I've got these medieval cat dolls, and I've got 2 commissions as well. So yeah, you know, before I get in there, I like to have a couple of things on the go. So sometimes I just sculpt a whole bunch of things, and then I got work on a couple of dolls, but yeah. Anyway, so we've got the fur on the face. I will trim it once it's dry, so I'll usually leave it 24 hours to dry. Here's YouTube. Hey Alana, how are you? There's our face. So I'll leave it to dry, and then I'll trim around the nose, like the main bit, just to bring out those features again. Weirdo. Alright, now. Tippy toes, Madam Tippy Toes. Alright, so here's the third one as well. So I've done all the needle felting. Here's our little one. So I've done all the needle felting on it. And we have to sew it now. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of waiting for supplies, so I have to sort of wait for things to come. So that's why I like to have a couple of things on the go at the same time. But yeah, got 2 commissions to do at the moment, which is fine. It just it just sort of means all the not personal projects, but all the other projects sort of get on the back burner. But yeah, anyway, so if YouTube can see the infamous kitty cat doll. Alright, now we're going to sew some faux fur on it. So basically I cut out a piece earlier. It's just going to be plain white, this one, with a little bit of ginger on it. And yeah, so what we do, look at the way the fur direction is going. It's going that way, so we want it to go. I'm just going to cut this off because it's like the end and it's a bit yuck. Thanks for the likes. Alright, I'm just going to cut this, trim this end off because I don't like it. It's got like kind of glue on the end of it, so it's like the end of the roll. So I just cut it off and trim it up. So otherwise it'll just sort of poke through and make it look a bit unfinished and yucky. So we don't want that. Oh, thank you for the rose. Much appreciated. And thanks for the likes too. Alright, let me just chuck that up the way. Chuck that away. Alright, now, tippy toes. Now what we want is, so I think I'm going to sew the neck separately because where's this spam thing? Get out of here, coins. Get out of here, user. Alright, so I'm going to pin this together. Alright. There. Now, what we want to do is we want to cut a little strip here just to curl it around here so it goes around the legs. Just do a little bit of a T just so it goes around the legs properly. And then that gets pinned. It gets pinned together. Same with the other side. Just change the song. Yes, this is an art doll. How are you going? Ooh, Billy. Ooh. It is an art doll. My medieval cat art dolls that I'm working on. And people seem to really like this particular one. You know, you never know what's going to pique people's interests. But yeah, apparently this one's the hit of the bunch. Yeah, it's got an armature in it, so I use a ball and socket armature, and it makes it poseable, basically. So yeah. Okay. Now that's that side done. I'm going to do these back legs here. Oh, you got two art dolls. Who are the artists? It's always interesting to see like people's collections. Thank you. Okay. Let's bring this out a little bit. Okay. Maybe Gakman? Yeah, there's a lot of them from Russia, funnily enough. Okay, pin these together. The last one. Well, I don't know if I have to restart this live now. Okay. Now I need to give this a bit of a trim. So da. Save that for later. Right, I think I might need to restart. I don't know. I might need to restart this TikTok because it is not pushing anything out, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'm going to restart this TikTok. Sorry, YouTube, just going to restart the TikTok. All right. Okay. Excuse me. All right. This one a bit of a trim. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So I'm going to start sewing once I give this a proper trim. Just a bit here. Hey everybody on TikTok. How are we? Sorry, I had to restart the live. It sort of just went a bit weird. Yeah, back on track. Back on track working on the medieval art dolls. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to trim this just a tiny bit here. Oh. Okay, I might not need to actually trim that or do a neck piece. Wanted it to get nice and we don't want a neck on this one. So I think that looks pretty good like that. So what I'll do, get my sewing needle. Hey TikTok, welcome. And YouTube, welcome YouTube. Hey Benjamin, how are we going? Thanks for the follow. And the likes, much appreciated. Maybe when I finish sewing this torso piece, we'll see how we go. I might pin together maybe the chameleon fabric. I don't know, we'll see. Thanks so much for the likes. We'll see how we go. Hopefully we don't have some rogue snapping threads here. All right, so I'm using a lattice stitch to close this up, which is kind of like a stitch that folds the fabric over in itself, so it's like a nice seamless close. So I'm not too far off finishing these dolls either, which is great. I like to have a couple of things on the go at the same time. Thanks for the likes. I didn't think it was that realistic. I was really surprised that people thought that. Oh, thanks for the rose. Oh, thanks, guys. All right. So this is the sort of faux fur that I normally work with as well. It's just a basic white faux fur with like a medium length pile, which the pile is like the actual furry bit. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks for the share. Much appreciated, Yumi. Yeah, so this one, I'm only going to do a little bit of colour on this one, like a little bit of ginger colouring. Not too much. But yeah, this fur is pretty easy to work with. It's easy to cut and trim and do what I got to do. It's easy to airbrush. Takes the colour right well, and yeah, all of that mumbo jumbo. Do I have any tips for art dolls making? Just a lot of practice. Just keep practicing, keep trying new techniques. It'll come. You'll end up finding your style and what works for you. But I do have heaps of videos that have. There's a lot of tutorials on my channel, so if you get stuck on things, there's usually something there where I tell you how I made it. But yeah, just practice and find something that you like to make. Practice sculpting, all those sorts of things. But I've been doing this for 13 years, so I've got a lot of experience making these. But when I first started, there wasn't any sort of tutorials about this stuff. So yeah, completely self-taught, and I think that really sort of reflects in the way things are made. So just practice. Practice does really make perfect. Alright, so I got the first part of the torso piece coming together. Something delivered. Getting like a million packages delivered at the moment. I had to order heaps of new supplies. So one of the commissions I got was a Stella's sea lion, so it's going to be an interesting one to put together. I'm probably going to watch some tutorials. Yeah, no problem. I have heaps of material videos as well, and I've got an Amazon storefront where I've linked a lot of the materials that I use as well. If you can't find them, I have a lot in my shop as well. So yeah, you can find them anyway, and you don't have to use things that are so expensive either. Okay. I usually, when I'm working with this sort of pile, I usually do like a little comb out while I'm doing it. And this user is still following me around. It's literally a new stream and this person's coming in. Maybe I should block. Oh, thank you. I guess just interaction really helps, spread the channel around, and yeah, try and be pretty helpful. I know how hard it was when I first started, like just trying to find your way. There's like no tutorials anywhere of anything of any kind, because there wasn't very many people doing it when I first started, and we all sort of started at the same time. So all the originals are, have their own little style and everything. But yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, no problem. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. Just tie this section off, and then I'll grab a new piece of thread. This one's getting too short. Okay, that's one section done. And tell me I need to start this TikTok again. How long? Oh, about 13 years. So a long time. I did a lot more fantasy type things when I first started, but then I moved on to making like more fake taxidermy type things. So, made all sorts of different things in my time. So now we're doing medieval cats, because why not? Oh, thank you. Hey, Muscle. Haven't seen you for a while. Muscle and toughness. Okay. Yeah, it's been pretty busy for everyone, I think, lately. It's like the start of the year starting to, snowball, I guess. Oh, not the dreaded knot. It's a problem with working with fur that has pile. You get knots. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I have this pretty cool idea for another cat series. Another cat series, of course. Which I'll probably start after these commissions are done. Basically, the series would be a cat series of I'm thinking of calling it Action Cats or Derpy Cats. I haven't decided. Action Cats or Derpy Cats. Basically, it's like cats that are in the middle of doing something, so like yawning, jumping, sneezing, all those sorts of things. Hey, thank you so much. So I think that would be a really cool. I'm actually looking forward to doing the yawning one. I think that's going to be really cool. I was looking at pictures last night, like some reference images, and yeah, it'd be really cool to get like a cat sneezing. So I think this year with the art dolls, it's going to be just something totally different than I've ever made before. Just really out of the box ideas, I think. Hey, thanks for all the little emoji things on YouTube. Party. I can't find this pin. Where are you? Here we go. So yeah, it'll be really interesting. I thought one for dogs too, but I don't know how I'm gonna sculpt it. So action dogs. So like, you know the shaking thing that dogs do when they get wet. That would be cool to put into an art doll, but I'm not sure how I'm going to sculpt that. It would just be like a total experiment. Not really sure what this TikTok's doing. I reckon I might have to restart it because it's not really doing anything. Again, sometimes it takes like 3 or 4 times on TikTok to actually get things pushed out, which I'm going to restart it again. It's really weird. Anyway. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to doing those ones. I do actually like sculpting like inside mouths of things. I do really enjoy that. It's just a lot of little detail. I like sculpting like teeth, and when it all comes together, how realistic it looks. Ow. I just totally jabbed myself with that. So yeah, so many things on the horizon. This is a new needle too, so it's like super sharp. Quick little knot. Little knot. I actually lost my other needle somewhere, which is not good. Anyway. Alright. So hopefully this TikTok actually starts doing something. 3rd time lucky. Anyway. Okay. Just tie this off, and then we've got like one little section of the torso piece left. So that's exciting. Hey TikTok, welcome. Alright, what have we got here? Start from this end. Now, hopefully this one looks like what it's supposed to look like, and like people's expectations of it. I don't know what people were imagining it to look like. Hopefully it meets it. Everyone's happy to it. It's art dolls, so it's not taxidermy. I call it fake taxidermy. So normally I make like realistic pieces, but we're doing medieval cats this time because why not? The more medieval cats, the better, I think. So here's a little face for you. upside down, but you get the gist of it, right? And super long legs. But yeah, we're doing medieval cats this time. Thanks for the likes. So it's been like a real challenge to get the features of a medieval cat. Like, what is a medieval cat even? Is it just a weird looking cat in paintings with really improper dimensions? People faces, So it's been really challenging to sculpt something that doesn't actually look like a cat, for me anyway. But it's been fun. I don't think I've laughed as much making an art doll as what I have now. Thanks for the follow and likes. Guys, keep it coming. TikTok tells me that's what gets the live pushed down. Alright. But yeah, doing these cats, it's given me like so many ideas as well. So I'm really glad I did them, because it's like totally something out of my comfort zone. I've never made medieval cats before, let alone, things with weird dimensions, and just, gotta let yourself go. So it's been nice to just sculpt things without having to follow a set look, if that makes sense. But yeah. Alright, almost finished sewing the torso. The funny thing is, I actually hate sewing. I don't hate it, it's not my favourite pastime. Always poke myself, end up getting blisters, but it's all part of the process. Alright, let's tie this off. I got a new supply of Sculpey, which is exciting because we're running low over here. And I reckon this Stella's sea lion is going to take a block of it to sculpt the head. So yeah, each doll, these little medieval cat ones probably take about half a block of Sculpey. Just to sculpt all the parts, including the feet, which is not bad. But yeah, the leopard seal that I did, that took a whole block, so quite a lot of Sculpey. That was like really big, which this sea lion is also going to be big to match. Hey Sadie, making a bit of progress over here. Beans. 2 beans. Every time I hear the word beans, I don't know if anyone's ever seen what's it called? Hot Rod? And they sing the bean song. Cool, beans. How long does it normally take to finish one? Anywhere from like 20 to 30 sort of hours is roughly how long it takes. These little ones don't take as long, but some of the other ones with movable jaws and whatnot, they take quite a long time to do. So yeah, it just depends how complex they are. Something's crawling on my foot. I had a spider fall on me the other day while I was in a meeting, which is fine. I don't mind. It was harmless, daddy long legs, but I did get surprised. What was I talking about? Yeah, it just depends on the complexity of the art dolls. So something like this Jaguar, that I never time my things, but that took about 25 hours or so. Sorry, I was answering a question on YouTube, not TikTok. No, the spiders are fine. They're generally harmless. It's just a little day-long legs. I just don't do like poisonous things or venomous things. I just don't do those ones. I don't do redbacks. Or, not that we have Sydney funnel webs here, but I don't do Sydney funnel webs. Mm-mm. We've got other things, but not the Sydney funnel web. I don't do venomous snakes. Yeah, teddy long legs are fine. They're harmless. They keep the redbacks at bay, believe it or not. Oh, you know, like centipedes. I've come across like those really big centipedes before. The ones that pack a punch. I mean, they're cool to look at, but don't get that near me. That one they pack a punch, those ones. I don't think, like the way this is sewn up, quite enough. Just quickly go over it again. Really big spiders, huntsmans are fine. I generally like snakes, pythons. That's just limited to pythons. I don't do venomous snakes. And there's so many. I almost stepped on a tiger snake like 2 years ago. It was a baby, but it was like on my grass, and I had thongs on as well. That could have ended badly. But normally when I step somewhere, I look at where I'm stepping. So I'm so glad that I saw it. I almost died. Almost had a heart attack. I don't know what it was doing here, but yeah. If anyone doesn't know, tiger snakes are pretty up there in the venomous category. I do like vipers, just from a distance. I think they're my favourite too. No, it's all fake. No, I don't use any animal products. It's all fake fur. I sculpt all the pieces, use an armature, and yeah, it's all fake stuff. I don't use any animal products. How did I get into this? It just sort of happened. I've always been a sculptor, and the first sort of art doll did not look like this at all. It was more of like a plush that had a sculpted head. So I then started adding armatures to it. I used to use a lot of wire to begin with. And then, I progressed to using these ball and socket armatures. And yeah, sort of just progressed from there, really. So it's no like great story of, I was a special effects artist and blah, blah, blah. Nice. I've held a few snakes before. One of my friends used to have heaps of snakes, like pythons, but some of them were a bit nippy, but luckily they didn't bite me. But I think she had like a children's python and olive python, Barwin, something or other. Yeah. So, yeah, a fair few snakes she's had. Not for me. But I think the children's was pretty tame. She had like different types of morphs and stuff too. Yeah, what? That must be a pretty interesting looking snake. But yeah, she had a couple of cool morphs. And I mean, I would never have a pet snake. Get out of here, user. All right. So, looking pretty good. All right, here we go. Show TikTok. The Jaguar. So that's a torso piece. What do you reckon? Oh, here we go, YouTube. There's our torso piece. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bit of work on the chameleon as well. Well, I've got it here. Just don't lose that again. So what I need to do is just trim these nails a little bit. It's going to be like all up here. It's going to be all party up the top and leggies down the bottom. So once I trim this, you'll this is like the stage where it just doesn't look like anything. So it's all party at the top here, still it's down the bottom. So I'll probably end up trimming this a little bit. But yeah, that's what we got so far. All right. Now I'm just going to trim some of these. Oops. Accidentally flicked my pins everywhere. I've got this twitch in my eye. It's driving me nuts. It's been there for like 3 days. No problem, Sadie. Thanks for stopping by. Right. It's a bit of a weird time to stream this, but it's like 1:30 in the afternoon here. All right. So we didn't want these as long as what they were, so just giving them a little bit of a trim. Okay. That's those two. And just do a tiny bit of, so I used super glue to glue these, so there'll be little bits and pieces that I just need to go back over with. That's fine. Hey Fantasy Paper, how are you? Alright, I don't know what's happened with the TikTok. It's just gone kabloops again, as usual. Alright. Okay, these ones are quite long, so I don't want these too long. All right. Okay. Now, we've got 2 more to do. Get rid of all these latex bits. Alright, that's those 2. Next one. Alright. Last foot. So these are made out of latex, and I originally sculpted them out of polymer clay, but it was just so fragile and I didn't want to, release a doll that had really fragile nails. So, I pulled them all off and just started doing a little bit of playing around with some latex. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. And they're so much more durable. So, just doing a little bit of cleanup here. For the chameleon body, I will airbrush as well when it's all being put together. What's going on here? I haven't quite decided on the type of pattern work that I want on there, but I think I'm just going to go with the flow. Go with the flow and see what pattern comes out. I know there was a fair few people that said that they were pretty. They liked the idea of adding yellow, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of going with like teal instead of the yellow. But I mean, the yellow would only be like a couple of stripes down the middle of the body. It wouldn't be like the whole thing. So there's our chameleon. Originally, I got some heat changing fabric and it changes colour with heat, but it's not very good. So it's just the fabric. I did a little test on colours of this fabric to, it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. Like it kind of does, it kind of doesn't. So I did a little test. See, it's like blue to green. Can't quite tell on TikTok, but you can sort of tell on YouTube. But the colour that was shown was like totally different than this colour. So it does work. It's just not the right colour. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that on TikTok. On YouTube, you can see the colours changing where my hand is. And it quite turns up. So that's the back. So it sort of works with the colour that I've put on here as well. Not great, but you know, whatever. Anyway. So I'm assuming it's got like some kind of pigment in it. So what we can do, I want to have the right side. Now, the good thing about using just plain fabric is you don't have to worry about direction of the fur. So I'm wondering. So when you're using fabric like this, it's always a lot harder to sew this together to make sure it doesn't have any seam lines. So there's going to be a bit of back and forth to get rid of these seam lines. Obviously, chameleons don't have wrinkles. They have a little bit actually. No, I lie. They have a little bit of wrinkling around the leg area. So for the scale work on here, I bought, it's another experiment, right? So I bought this paint. It comes in tubes and it's like a puffy paint and it's supposed to dry with like a dome texture. So, and it comes in like a squeeze tube. So my plan is to squeeze it all the individual scales, mind you. And yeah, just see how that goes. I am going to do a test. I should go and get it and do a test, right? On a scrap piece. Let me just put this together. If not, I'm just going to airbrush it and go from there. So I'm going to get my big fabric scissors for these ones. And let's cut it. Ideally, I should probably just do the fabric as it is. I might go and get one of those puffy paints and just see how that goes with a scrap piece. I think that might be a good idea. I got 6 bottles of it from the wholesaler, so if it's a good little thing, whoa, it's attacking me. just going to cut a small section off this bit here. Alright. Just bear with me, I'm going to go grab these puffy paints. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. So this is the puffy paint that I'm talking about. And, you know, it's totally just an experiment. So I got these from my wholesaler, so I'm thinking of stocking my shop with some if this works. Alright, let's open it. Right, I've never used this paint before, so I don't know what it's like. It's by the brand Tulip. Okay, let's see, it's got this nice little handy tube. So it's got like this little tip on it, as you can see. I guess we just see how it comes out. I mean, it's not a great start, right? It's already got a block in it. Where is my needle tool? Probably need a pin rather than my needle tool. How is it already blocked? That's insane. Literally, you guys just saw me open it. Alright, let's get a pin. Just clean out this blockage. That's usually how it goes, right? Okay. Alright. So this is my plan, was to do... Oh, well, it's going to take some getting used to, some practice. I reckon this is going to be a bad idea. And the thing with chameleon, so a little bit getting used to how much to squirt out. I'll do another sec. Oh, of course it landed on there. Oh my god. Well, that didn't work. Let's wipe that off. Alright, let me use that. Might be easy to do this. Beep, beep. It's going to be a bit of getting used to, I think. I hope this isn't a bad idea. they kind of need to be maybe a little bit of separation. Let's try that. I don't know how long this takes to dry, but maybe a little bit of separation might be the best. Again, this is going to be airbrushed. It's going to take forever if I do the whole doll. I think this is an easier way of doing it. We're all about experiments here. Okay, let's see. Let's see how long does it take to dry. Let dry flat for 4 hours. Can be washed after 72 hours. For puffy paint, let dry, preheat oven to hottest setting. Steam activates paint. Steam paint until paint rises. What does that mean? Well, that's interesting. We'll see what that says. Hey, Wendy. Just making some chameleon stuff. What's that? I'm just going to Google something. All right, well, I'm going to chuck this out because it has a cancer warning, so I'm chucking these out. I don't know what that means. Check it out. Where is it? This warning here. Sorry, YouTube. Where are we? This warning here. I don't know if you can read it on YouTube. No. I don't even know what that means, so I think I'm going to chuck these because it's not worth it. Yeah, I'm going to chuck these out because we don't need that, right? So that's not good. Why do they sell things like this? That's nuts. All right. So where's the rest of them? I don't know what I did with the rest of them. Anyway, I'm chucking these out, so don't worry, guys. Where are these made? It's really weird that just like a fabric paint, right? That's crazy. Anyway, well, it looks like I'm just gonna airbrush it, I guess. Anyway. So we'll just airbrush these, alright? I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I wanted to make sure I get all that crap off my hands because it was only like a tiny bit, but it's crazy, man. Crazy. Anyway, back to our regular scheduled nonsense. Let's so what have we got here? So the pull is pretty tight, so it doesn't have any wrinkling. Right. Let me chuck this out too, actually. Get out of here. Okay. Big one here. And I'll put this on. Thanks. for the likes. Oh, thank you, I guess. Last one. I'll give this a trim once it's all pinned together. Make sure I'm getting everything right. I'm not going to sew this together, so I'll just pin this together, and then I'll might pin the cat feet together, the cat legs, medieval cat legs. Just going to cut this off. See how much better this is? They're not fragile. It's amazing. Alright, so for the chameleon, I'm probably going to put a little bit more polyfill up here, just so it peaks at the top here. And pin this. Alright, give it a trim. Actually, pin this. Right, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do. Oh, this twitch in my eye, it's crazy. The little spines. I have an idea. I don't want to have to do it every individual one out of latex, which is what I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll see. Getting there. think that's looking good, like that. All right, yeah, chameleon so far. So it's not quite matchy just yet, but I will airbrush it. So, all right, so that's being ready to put together. And then got this one here. Yeah, I'm going to pin all these together now. Let's see. So we want to cut this off here. YouTube. Okay. Ow. All right, that's one. One fluffy leg. I don't think this is quite thick enough this side. But we'll see. Maybe. Hey, Jessie. It's not quite thick enough. Bugger. I'll try. Still working on the medieval cats. I'm working on the third one, and then everybody liked. Yeah, this one's not quite going to make it, which is a bit annoying. That's fine. Just take another piece. Oh, nice. Make more like plush animals. Okay. Okay. Right. A bunch of deliveries at the moment. All right. So that's what I have to do for today. I've got this so far. Here we go. It's a funny looking cat, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to have to end live here, unfortunately, just when people are coming in. This always seems to happen. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to do some more sewing on this one. So yeah, about 12:30ish, I'll be back on the live to do some more artdoll stuff until about 2 o'clock. So I will catch you guys. Of course, people are coming in now, just as I'm about to end. Anyway, YouTube, I bid you farewell.